Hey, Premier Patrons, Justin Barlow here. Thank you for, again, tuning into another episode of the Premier Planet podcast. Thank you for your continued support. We are so grateful that you guys have given us the opportunity to do this and that you've shown your support through Patreon. It's motivated us to keep going as we are in the, as Randy likes to say, beta testing phase of doing this podcast, and we really hope you guys are enjoying the content that we've been bringing your way through Patreon, through this podcast, through our exclusive video. The reason I wanted to cut this brief intro, I'm going to try and keep it brief at least, before we get into this week's podcast, is to give you guys a heads up that the subject we're going to talk about this week is one that's very near and dear to both my and Randy's hearts, but it's also a subject that's incredibly frustrating to talk about because, quite frankly, there are a lot of people out there in the world of professional wrestling who are just ruining it for the people like myself and the people like Randy and the guys on the PPW roster who just have such a love and such a passion for this business. And it pisses us off that there are people out there exploiting and corrupting people's love of the business for their own personal and selfish gain. That being said, well, first of all, let me say this. When we started this project, we made a commitment to you that we were going to come to you uncut, unfiltered, and with complete honesty and transparency, even if it's brutal honesty. And honestly, we have. The only real editing that goes into this podcast is just trimming down some dead space here and there. But other than that, what you're hearing is the actual conversation that Randy and I have in full. This week, because this is such a sensitive subject and one that is easy to get frustrated over, tempers do get up and some language does get dropped that many people, especially now in 2020, do not find to be PC. We want to get out ahead of it and just let you all know that the language that's dropped is not meant to be phobic or derogatory towards any specific group of people. It is aimed at certain individuals who will be named in this podcast because, again, we want to come at you with complete transparency. But we wanted to also give you a heads up that some possibly offensive language is coming your way. And if you guys have been listening to this podcast long enough, you know that especially Randy doesn't censor himself too much, and that's one of the things we absolutely love about him. Just know that there is some language coming your way this week that many people find to be offensive and not PC, but please also know that, again, it's not meant to be phobic, it's not meant to be derogatory towards any specific demographic or group of people. With that being said, we really hope you guys enjoy this week's episode, and please leave us feedback. Keep giving us feedback. Let us know what you like. Let us know if there's anything you'd want to see. Let us know if there are any subjects you'd want us to talk about in the future. Leave us questions. Leave us comments. You guys are our partners on this. You're not our customers. You're our partners, because we wouldn't be able to do this without your support. So we thank you again for that continued support. Enjoy this week's show. Backy with another episode of the Premier Planet podcast. Good new week, Premier Planet.
Hey, you asshole.
As the cat nearly drops the ashtray off the coffee table.
The water. That was fat bastard. Describe him.
That was the clanky you heard.
Describe him for the listeners.
That would be Socks. He's a lovable fat little bastard is what he is. And he's called Socks because he's all... He's got like a tiger stripe pattern all across his body, like black and brown, but his feet are totally white.
He's got to be 30 pounds. Look at him.
Yeah. But he's a lovable little bastard.
He's Catzilla, and for some reason, he's cool with me and Gianna, but for some reason, he's taken to Justin.
I don't know.
I'm going to take a picture. You can put him on the thing if you want.
Yeah.
All right, I'll send it to you.
That way people don't have to use their imaginations. Who wants to do that anymore?
He's a big, beautiful bastard, though. He's gigantic. You know what? Let me get a body shot. People like cats. So.
And he's spread like he's almost posed like Kate Winslet in Titanic.
Yeah, he thinks she's hot. He's a sex machine. All right, Justin.
Yeah. So we.
What episode is this?
This is number 22.
And the date is what?
The day we're recording this is June 22nd, first official day of summer, longest day of the year, and it's cloudy as all hell out. Go figure,
but
Chicago.
Guess what? I'm still gonna go fishing when we're done.
Yeah, why not? You know, it hasn't been raining, so
the other night I went, right? I think I went last week after.
Yeah, right after.
And I got 12 bass on surface baits.
You got a 12-pound piece of bass.
No, 12 bass total.
Oh, you got 12 bass.
12 bass.
Shit.
I love bass.
So
as long as bass are biting or crappie, I don't really care about chicks.
Yeah, they're not as therapeutic.
No, not today, man. Not today. So speaking of that, and
that
pertains to sex drive, right?
Yeah, we got our first question for Patreon, and it comes all the way from across the pond in where'd you say?
Man, I forget, but it's in England.
It's somewhere in Gloucestershire, England. I think the town is called
Chestershire sauce.
Chettenham, Chettenham or something. If you're listening to this, please by all means correct us on the pronunciation.
But anyway, so and this is me. This is what I do for, basically, so I can keep my head in the game in the industry. There's so much garbage put out there, not by fans. Not by fan sheets, not by wrestling Facebook groups. Some, but most of it is from, my arch enemy, the indie tard, I like to call him, and I hope I can get away with saying that without being racist or homophobic. But anyway,
a tard's a tard. It knows no color or sexual orientation.
There's a lot of nice people out there, but in the same token, they sometimes are too nice. Well, they'll share stuff that I really don't want to keep my head in the game about, because I'm not old-timey where I think like the internet killed the industry, but I don't want to see all the bullshit in regards to that negativity. You know what I mean? And what I do is I'll unfollow a jagoff. No, wait, I'll unfriend a jagoff. But these people that I like that just can't help but perpetuate fake news regarding wrestling, I'll unfollow so I don't have to see that shit all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, you take a better shot. I got an iPhone 4, I think.
Yeah, I got a 6. I'm not much further ahead of you.
Well, it's still...
That would have been good. That would have been good, but it's blurry.
Get another one of the prick. He's taking a picture of socks, a better one than I have. So... let's get to the question. The point I'm trying to make is I wasn't even aware of this. You know what I mean? And on the 19th, hey man, I hope you're good. Why do you think there's been nothing about Jericho in the whole speaking out thing? And I says, speaking out, question mark, a hashtag where a ton of wrestlers got accused of sexual assault. It's like a pro wrestling Me Too. Cornette has been done. David Starr, Joey Ryan, Dave Lagana, and a bunch more. So, you see how far out of touch I am with this stuff. And it's not to be a jagoff or make myself an elitist, even though if you compare products and performers, we are. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I know that, but I don't want to act like that because nobody wants to be around a cocky shit. You know what I mean? Or an egomaniac. So... And let's face it too, your egomaniac is always an egomaniac because that's a sign of his low self-esteem. You know what I mean? So, I didn't even know that speaking out was a thing. Hashtag speaking out. And I'm not going to delve into it a whole hell of a lot because, again, all that stuff's going to do is piss me off at the end of the day. You know what I mean? But this stuff has been going on forever. I've been talking about idiots in the indies for years. And I didn't even tell you this on purpose because I wanted to tell you where it stems from, okay? What you'll see is when I broke into wrestling, wrestling was supposed to be a business. That's what I expected. You know what I mean? A business. A place to make money, not a place to satisfy my sick little fantasies. I want to see if I have what it took to wrestle every night of the week and become somebody. You know what I mean? You with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
All ears.
So, I broke in 88. I broke in somewhere where I'm not going to fault him knowing what I know now, but at the time, what I'm going to fault him for is the fact that we didn't have any fucking training. You know, someone just said, "Are you ready?" and then just started throwing me in for backdrops. 30 fucking backdrops, didn't know how to run the ropes, didn't know how to take a bump, didn't stretch, didn't work out, didn't do drill 1. You know what I mean? And I was fucking miserable and banged up and hurt, you know. Then it was, I don't care what everybody else does, but what we do here is real. So, throwing punches and kicks and all that shit, dude, we're fucking legit, you know. My first match, oh my god, I mean, it's like being in real street fights, and I'm not, whatever, I've been in a fuckload of street fights since I was a kid. I left home at 15, but I've been in a lot of street fights prior to that. Those of you that have know what I'm talking about when I talk about the lumps on your fucking head from a fight that hurt for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks when you wash your hair. You know what I mean? I had so many lumps on my head. And I was like, hey, man, I don't think I might be doing this right. You know what I mean? And when that happened, that's a hard pill to swallow because I'd invested almost a year into every Saturday going down to Uptown in Chicago, right across from the AIRED Ballroom. I lived in Palatine. That was a fucking haul. That was a sacrifice, you know? So I get it, you know? When you're in that cesspool or that type of thinking and you're in there with 10 or 12 other fucking guys, you don't know any better. But in the back of your mind, you know, when you're watching wrestling, I don't think it's the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You know that. But it's a hard pill to swallow to say, motherfucker, I've wasted all that time, energy, blood, and guts. You know? I had to be retrained if I was going to go anywhere. You know?
Yep.
So I had a acquaintance. He's a friend of a friend of a friend, and he later became a good friend of mine. He came to, somehow we crossed paths, I don't fucking know, but he hit me up, and I kind of understood it. He had concerns, but he was more interested in signing me up to wrestle for Windy City Pro Wrestling so he could get a commission off the training fee. He didn't really give two fucks about me at the time. You know what I mean? And later on, he gave two fucks about me as much as he could because we kind of became dependent on each other from a 12-step program that we both belonged to. You know what I mean? So, I went to Windy City, and at the time, they were in the corner of a city building, you know, a city-owned building, south, way fucking south in Chicago. And it was a dump. You know what I mean? But there was a ring there, and what I saw looked a bit different, you know, but not that goddamn much different than what we were doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I did do is I met one of the sweetest guys I've ever known, Sonny fucking Rogers, you know? You know that name?
I know the name. Unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot about him.
Sonny's a good fucking human being. Almost too good. No, he's too good. He's too nice. He's nice to a fault. He lets people get over on him. You know what I mean? So Sam wanted to charge me this much and whatever. I negotiated a training fee, you know what I mean, which was less than Sam asked for. So the guy that takes me to Sam doesn't get a percentage. And Sam says, well, if you want to accept that, you could fucking train him. Well, thank God. Sam was the owner of Windy City. And the one thing about Sonny, that one of the things that we had in common, you know, even though the business treated him bad, and some of that too, if you break into this business too nice, because I've been accused of it too, and I probably have been in a lot of different times, you get annihilated, you know? And just like that speak out shit, man, you give people an inch and they take a mile. Certain people will take fucking 10 miles. You know, and that's what that hashtag speaking out, that's what it's called?
I think so. Honestly, I haven't seen the hashtags. I've seen the one video.
Anyway, that's pretty much human nature in the world. The world, I know, like, it sounds cliche, But the world is a dirty, rotten fucking place, you know? But you gotta understand, I broke into the industry at 22. I've been on my own since I was 15. And I've had fucking predators prior to the wrestling industry fuck with me. Male predators, female predators. At 16 years old, this fucking broad that was a friend of my mother's that I was renting a room from while I was trying to go back to school out of my parents' district made me pay the fucking rent, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
38-year-old fucking pig, and I had to pork her to have a roof over my fucking head. You know what I mean? So I went through that shit 6-8 months, but I learned from it. You know, I finally stood up and said, fuck this, you fucking slob. You know what I mean? It didn't occur to me at the time because you got to get into a mindset. You don't think of it when you're in it as being abnormal or fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in this mindset, okay, I might be 16, but I gotta fucking be a man. I gotta be an adult because my childhood's over. You know what I mean? So that's how it was. You know, you learn to handle your business, and then your head's all twisted up for a while, and that's how you stay in it, is you think about if you're responsible for it. And it wasn't pleasurable, Justin, to be honest with you. It fucking sucked. You know? It sucked. You know? But you get caught up in it, you know, and that's what happens with these indie tards. No, that's what happens with these people, and a lot of times they'll turn them into an indie tard. And it doesn't have to be a sexual thing, because at the end of the day, that sexual shit is what it is. I mean, of course, there's sex involved, but do the research. It's mostly about power and control. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to me, a predator isn't necessarily sexual. I know that's where people's mind goes to, because, I mean, think of shows like To Catch a Predator. It's all about pedophiles and things like that, and people who people who get their rocks off on weird sexual fetishes. But to me, a predator is somebody who preys on a person's most innocent qualities, be that naivety, be that their love for something,
low self-esteem,
desperation for whatever it may be, food, shelter, you name it.
You might not even have to. Sometimes it's not even that. What do you mean? They'll offer up food and shelter?
Yeah,
or money.
Yeah,
you know, but it's a weird type of thing. I mean, at the end of the day, people know more today about psychology than they ever did, right? Yeah. It's narcissism. It's a form of narcissism is what it is, you know, which is basically almost like a sociopath. There's just some people out there that have to get over and use everybody in their life to a point, and they'll typically try to do this. They'll take it as far as they can. You know what I mean? So, that being said, it didn't take me too long to figure out, and, you know, I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, and people might cast aversions back at me, but you can look at the record. Say whatever the fuck you want about me. Look at my record. There's nothing in there. I decided at 16 years old, when I got sober, the way I was going to live my life from now on after dope and alcohol and trying to kill myself for, you know, literally 2 years. My goal was to try not to wake up every morning, you know, was that I'm going to live my life to where I don't have to be fucking embarrassed to tell my grandmother anything I'm up to. See what I'm saying? Because I made a decision that I wanted to fucking live. And I would do whatever the fuck it takes to live, you know? Now, I'm not saying this for dramatic purposes, because I didn't have any friends or family. Nobody gave a flying fuck about me when I was a kid, okay? So it wasn't drama. I wanted to fucking die. The same bullshit. When I decided to get sober, I decided I wanted to fucking live. The only way I was going to live is to live that type of life. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I break into this business, 22 years old. Wish I would have broken younger sometimes, but whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm glad I did what I did because I was able to wrestle full time. The last every night of the week, 8 to 15 times a week crew. You know what I mean? Can you imagine that? 8 matches, bare minimum. Second trip down to Memphis, 15 matches a week because I work twice a night.
Jeez.
Can you imagine that? And driving 3,000 miles to do it. You know? I fucking loved it. I would say that those were the happiest professional times in my life. You know? When you do that, you are a fucking wrestler. You're a fucking wrestler. You see what I'm saying? So, working at Windy City, it didn't take me long because I had a certain kind of street smarts. Let's see, I've been on my own 6 years already. You know, learning lessons the hard fucking way out there. I've lived in fucking vans. I've slept out fucking side. I fucking used to have to, I would climb into the old Willow Creek condominium's pool. I'd climb over the fence so I could take a shower. You know what I mean? Did whatever the fuck, as I said before, it took to get food in my fucking belly when I had to. You know what I mean? I have a good pulse on people. There was a lot of fucking prejudice at Windy City Pro Wrestling. A lot of prejudice. I'm not going to throw names around like I wanted to, just because I don't know why. Something in the back of my head. When you guys might not have heard this before, but my cousin Louis Belson is the greatest jazz drummer that ever lived. His wife was Pearl Bailey, one of the greatest jazz performers that ever lived. They were a fucking mixed couple, black and Italian, that got married in 1952 and stayed married 39 years. When Pearl wrote her book in 63, she exposed things that had happened to her, but she vowed to do no harm to people personally. I don't think I can ever be that good, but I can aspire to be a little bit better than I want to be. You know what I mean? So, I'm down there and I'm starting to see how things are. You know what I mean? The guy that sells the most tickets goes over. You know? The guy that can sell a couple hundred tickets or above gets the belt. You know? In a sense, it's based upon pro wrestling principles, but not really, because it wasn't an organic draw. It was all your friends and family, you know? Maybe this guy sells 200 tickets out in an obscure county of Illinois, Justin. But then when you go to Chicago, nobody knows who the fuck he is. See what I'm saying? It's not practical, and it's also not a great, strong business plan. It's that carny bullshit of hit and run. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So you had to pay a training fee then, and this is back in the day, where on top of that, you also had to pay $40 a month for your dues, your monthly dues. See what I'm saying? It's a lot of fucking money in 1988.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. There was nowhere else to wrestle, so people would fucking do that, you know? So we're just being, you know, basically that, to me, that's a scam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Obviously they knew that it was the only place to wrestle, so they took advantage of that situation.
Exactly. You just hit the nail on the head. When we go back to your basic type of narcissism. So, I got a lot of... The first thing that happened is the way that I handled myself, and I'm going to go ahead and say it's a combination of what I got from my grandmother, who is the only one that really gave a fuck about me. When I finally allowed her back in my life, I realized that, you know what I mean? Because I was my own man for at least a year, 16 years old. I didn't talk to no adults, no family. It was just me on the fucking streets doing whatever the fuck I had to do. I was a good-looking small kid, so, I mean, I had to get tough quick, you know?
Yeah.
So, I learned how to carry myself in this industry. What that experience did teach me, or did for me, was it exposed me to guys like the original Steve Regal, Mr. Electricity Steve Regal. It exposed me to the Terminators, Riggs and Wolf, phenomenal fucking human beings. It exposed me to the Texas Hangmen, you know, Frank and Mike. It exposed me to Colonel De Beers, Buddy Rose, Doug Summers, you know what I mean? And it exposed me, and actually, Windy City was against me doing this, but it exposed me to Tom Rocky Stone, who was getting me bookings for World Wrestling Federation and Vern Gagne at the AWA. See what I'm saying? That's how you pay your dues. I don't give a fuck who it is or what belts they've held. Go back and look at fucking, goddamn, just off the top of my head, Mick Foley, You know, when he broke in, everybody broke in doing fucking jobs. That's how you paid your dues. You know, I started to do that. And I was fought very hard by Windy City. And they did everything they could there to bring me, to keep me in my place or to keep me down. The owner was intimidated by the way the boys took to me. The names, you know, the real wrestlers, the guys that I mentioned. They took to me because the way I handled my business carried myself. You know what I mean? And what I started to do is go out there and I would say the person I was to give credit to that for training, but the motherfucker never really got in the ring with me because he was pissed off. You know what I mean? And he, in my opinion, with the racism I was talking about, I think he didn't like Italians the most. You know what I mean? I've seen this person pull a lot of fucking scams, you know? The one time, like Justin, he says to me, and this is like just the flim-flam shit, but I've seen a lot at this point, even though I'm still a young guy, 22. One day he says to me, hey, you and me, after the workout, we'll go out and meet, okay? You know what I mean? I was like, a part of you wants to be accepted and friended up by this motherfucker, right? But in the other part of my brain, I'm going, am I getting worked for the meal? Let's see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, of course, that's what finally happens is we sit down and we don't talk about shit. You know what I mean? We don't talk about shit. The meal's quick and I get stuck with the fucking bill. You know what I mean?
Of course.
So I knew that. You know what I mean? I said, all right, that $10 is $10 in Thai food is another lesson learned. It's not the first time I've gotten fucked. You know what I mean? So that's a little bitty thing, but it's kind of how this person conducted their business, you know? When I went out into the real world, this person had claimed that they were trained by Randy Macho Man fucking Savage. So I took the way I acted with Rose, Summers, the Terminators, the Hangman, Steve Regal, and Colonel De Beers, Ed Wasowski. And I handled my business that way when I went to work for Vince and for Vern. So, second or third time I saw Lanny Poffo, okay? I knew they were Downers Grove, Westmont boys. They were from the area. And I went up to Lanny and I said, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I was trained by this guy that your brother trained. He starts laughing. He goes, my brother didn't train him. My brother didn't train anybody. He goes, you know where that comes from? And I go, where? He says, my dad used to do these things before shows where he would fucking work people and he charged them to train with him for the day. That was one time. He goes, and I know who you're talking about. That motherfucker was dangerous. He was just a job guy that went on a bunch of fucking steroids and put on all this fucking weight. He was fat because he didn't like to work out, and he was fucking dangerous. He goes, you make sure that Nacho Barrera, who is a Chicago area luchador, gets credit for training him because that's who trained him. Then he even brought Randy over and said, you hear this motherfucker said that we trained him, that Dad trained him? And even Randy was like, no, that ain't fucking true. He shouldn't be out there saying that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I said, I think I might have fucked up and made myself look bad too. You know what I mean? But again, Justin, what we talk about, hard life lessons learned, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, what did that guy do except, you know, essentially bury himself? Because when you went to the source, you know, nobody wants to have their name associated with somebody who's going to make them look like shit.
That somebody that's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Too. And that's the truth. So let's get down to that part of it, okay? You hit that nail on the head. The thing is, though, there was no internet. And when you're the only game in the Chicago area, everybody believed what came out of his mouth. You couldn't prove or disprove the fucking claim. You love wrestling so much, you get sucked into this thing, and then you have that pack mentality where you actually, in your mind, think you're better than you are. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, in the process of doing that, I went and I talked to Steve Regal, you know, and I was so lucky to meet him, man. I mean, you want to talk about a guy. People can say whatever they want, but you had to see this motherfucker in front of a crowd, and you had to see this motherfucker in front of a crowd when he was working for a territory. You know what I mean? He was outstanding. He's so in part responsible for working with and breaking in and smartening up some of the fucking greats. And I don't know, off the top of my head, I'm just going to say one Kurt Hennig. You know, Kurt Hennig broke in small. Steve Regal was Vern's, I don't know what they called it then, but light heavyweight champion?
Some places I think it was light heavyweight, other places junior heavyweight.
I know they worked together every night for at least a fucking year. And you can tell in the way they work and some of the things that they do. You could see in Mr. Perfect or Kurt Hennig's work the influence. You know what I mean? Steve could cut a promo. Steve and Jimmy Garvin tag teaming against the motherfucking Road Warriors. They were historically the first team to beat the fucking Road Warriors. That year and a half feud was unbelievable. That year they were so busy doing so much business that Steve saw his wife 6 times, and that was only during layovers at airports, at the airport or airports, where he would drop off his dirty clothes and she would bring him new clothes. That's how busy they were. But he was a smart guy. He was going to make that money and strike while that motherfucking iron was hot, and then he took his money and invested it. One of the few guys, you know. That's how he conducted his in-ring business as well, you see. So he said, oh, fuck no. He goes, you can't tell people he trained you. You know. Now, Steve, I got impromptu put into a match with him within my first handful of matches, Justin. Within my first 5 matches. This fucking guy carried me at the Vic Theater for 20 minutes in early on, okay? See what I'm saying? And it got over like a motherfucker. We called everything in the ring. And I got over with him because the way I was outside the ring, but he put me over because he says today, and this is 88, Justin, nobody fucking listens. You listened to everything I said out there. You can be carried. There's money in you, and when I come in here, I'm going to break the promoter's balls to work with you because we can build something off of you and me working.
Man, what a nod.
You fucking ain't right, you know? And I was so grateful for that. And he said, fuck that. You know, and of course, I'm putting him over. I mean, not nut swinging. A real old-timer, he didn't want you to swing from his nuts. You know what I mean? There's always strings attached when someone swings from your nuts. A nut swinger, you know?
They wanted to earn the respect.
But I let him know in the most sincere fashion as I could how much I learned in that 20 minutes based on the year I'd been in the business up to that point. I learned more in that 20 minutes than I learned in a fucking full year. See what I'm saying? That being said, he said, you just said it. You've been in the business a year, which I can't believe you're able to fucking do what we did out there and not fuck up in this 20-minute match. You go on from here on out and you tell people, I trained you. And I will verify that.
Damn.
You know? So, now I'm going out and I want to go to Memphis. And I'm still doing these jobs for Vern. And I go to Vern's and I don't know who I put over or what I did. But I was very lucky there too because I get put with some real fucking cunts workers. But I also get some cool shit like you working with Larry Zbyszko. You know, the first year I was in the industry, fucking Larry was so good to me.
I never even knew that. I never knew you worked at Zbyszko.
4 times my first year.
Shit.
You know, and it was so funny because Larry and Steve were very much the same. Where I would, he'd say, "What do you want to do tonight, kid? Is there anything you can do out there that's kind of special?" And I'd be like, "Whatever you like." And as soon as I start to say, he'd go, "Don't give me that. Whatever you want to do out there, sir. Shit. I'm asking you. You see, I'm wearing this title here, and I gotta look like I'm beating someone. So fucking tell me what you want to do out there, and I'll find out where to squeeze it in. You see? You know what I mean?" And he did. Every time I worked with him, the more I got right, next time I worked with him, you know, to where the last time I worked with Larry, he was giving me half the fucking match. See what I'm saying? And, of course, being over with Regal didn't fucking hurt, you know? Yeah. Now, Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond were there, and I took this insane bump, and I didn't hurt myself. I mean, it was as controlled as I could do, but it even scared the guys. It scared Greg. Like, Greg came running up afterwards. He picked me up off my feet, hugging me when he found out I was okay because of this bump I took. And it was on the intro to their television for a while, you know what I mean? It was such an impressive bump, you know? So, Pat Tanaka, I got his attention. You know Pat?
I know of Pat. Unfortunately, I haven't seen much of his work.
Very great worker. Very fucking good worker. And a good human being.
Was he
one of the Orient Express?
That's it. I was about to say, was he Fuji's partner? But you're right. Yeah, Orient Express.
Yeah. Now, at the time, Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond were teaming for Vern, and they were managed by Diamond Dallas Page, and they called themselves Bad Company. They were the tag champs, and I can't remember, but they feuded with a couple of teams. At the end of the day, they just didn't have any teams left because Vern grabbed everybody that could keep up with Diamond and Tanaka. There was no money in them. In any of the teams that worked Diamond and Tanaka, although there was money in Diamond and Tanaka. You know what I mean? Yeah, Paul Diamond and Tanaka. So, eventually Vern hired them. You know? Vern hired Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, and he also hired Mr. Sato, Akio Sato. And for a while there, I don't remember the fucking dates or the times, but check it. Kato was one of the Orient Express, and he was Paul Diamond under a mask.
So that was Paul Diamond under that mask?
Yeah.
Huh.
And he was also Max Moon. There was going to be a big push there for Max Moon. But anyway.
I remember Max Moon. Wasn't that originally Conan?
Yeah, it was Conan, and it went away for a while, and then they brought it back, and they were going to put it on Diamond, because everybody liked Diamond. Vince liked Diamond. Diamond's a good person, and he was good, and he has a good build. But anyway, Patrick, I get his attention, and I just say, fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and be with Pat, who I barely knew, like I am with these other guys. Direct, but not an asshole, because if I don't say something or do something, which I learned from the streets, I'm going to get the same fucking results. I want to fucking make a living in this industry. I want to rise above what I've fucking seen. You know what I mean? At that point, I'm looking at the owner of this thing, and I'm looking how he's working people. You know? And that's what he did, Justin. He worked people. I remember this one female, he was porking all the girl wrestlers. Or the girls that he was training, you know? There were 3 of them. He was porking each one of them or getting a fucking Hummer from them. You know what I mean? For what? His ego. This person had a beautiful wife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he'd make sure all the boys knew that this one lady, she was a single mom who couldn't afford the fucking training, so he'd work it out with fucking blowjobs.
Jesus.
So he'd go, you guys go to the go to the ring, she's going to come with me for a little bit. And when the motherfucker would come out of the office, he'd be doing the nod and shit like, yeah, I just got my dick sucked. Ha, ha, ha. And I was just like, ugh. You know what I mean? Everybody knows about that single mom bullshit now, but imagine single mom bullshit in '88. It was sickening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was an attractive woman. I would have boned her if we hooked up, but I certainly wouldn't fucking capitalize off of her fucking situation. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Also, it was filthy. You know? This is what you think the business is, if this is what you're looking at. And I'm looking at this going, oh, God. You know what I mean? This is dirtbag bullshit. I don't think I can stay sober and live this way.
Yeah, you need a shower just for being around it.
Yeah. So, the rationale is this culture, the culture in Chicagoland, was what they call or refer to as rats, ring rats. See what I'm saying? You don't know if that's really how shit is or how it isn't. You see what I'm saying? So, I'd heard the term, but that was a term that was thrown around a lot. And it wasn't, you know, at the time, I told you, I've been through some shit. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be on the giving or receiving end of that kind of shit, you know? So, one day I swung for the fences and I says, Patrick, thank you so much for the compliment. It means a lot coming from you. I got to ask you something. I want to make a living in this fucking industry. What do I got to do? You know? And he looks at me and the directness made him go, motherfucker, let's sit down. You know what I mean? Begins to tell me there's only 2 territories left to work in the States. Portland for Don Owens or USWA in Memphis. You'll make $100 more in Portland. You only work 4 times, 5 times a week. If you go to Memphis, you'll make $100 less, but you'll work 8 times a week. So I says, well, shouldn't I go down to Memphis to learn the fucking craft and become outstanding? Then I can go back and forth, because he explained to me how the business works. You typically go to a territory for 6 weeks. They build you up so they can beat you if your last name isn't, related to the promoter, or, a legitimate, genuine draw. That the first 10 years in the industry is you learning, once you're done with the training, the actual industry from the inside out. You know what I mean? It takes 10 years to learn the industry. You know what I mean? So I said, well, fuck, I got to get to Memphis, He said, then he really took time with me. He says, show me your promo pic. I show him this pic. Now, this pic, I was fat when I broke in. I was 240 pounds. Truth be known, I looked like Elvis before he died. You know what I mean? But I had this awesome-ass Bret Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart sausage casing singlet. So it pushed all my shit up, made me look like a V. So he goes, I like it. He goes, say this, say that, say the other. Put my name down as a reference. Ask Larry if he could put his name down, which I do. Larry says, fuck yeah, which is great. And of course, Steve Regal says, tell him I trained you and give him my number, Here's the kicker, though. He says, tell them that you weigh 260 pounds, because you look like it in this picture. So I did. Well, I'll be goddamned. I got called. I got called for a 3-day tryout. Be in Memphis on this day, 3-day tryout, Now, that being said, Windy City calls this meeting for everybody to come in, We all come in, and the guy says, that promoter in Chicago says, I just got Randy hired for USWA. I'm not kidding you. He was the one telling me not to go do jobs for AWA and not expose myself to the Pat Tanakas and Larry Zbyskos and so on and so forth. And the Poffos and the Savages. You know what I mean? And I'm watching this and I'm going, wow. So I'm sitting there and I'm just burning up inside. But I'm like, okay, shut your mouth. You've been in this business 5 minutes, So I finally stood up and I said, that's not true. Pat Tanaka got me hired. He goes, no. I sent that video footage down of the Tokyo Bullets for them to take a look at, and you were in that. Well, I come to find out later. You know where I was in that video? Laying on my back while Johnny Mercedes, one of the Tokyo Bullets, held my legs apart while the other Tokyo Bullet, Joey, jumped off the top rope and headbutted me in the nuts.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, thanks a lot.
That's when I just washed my hands of the whole fucking thing, man. So there's so many stories that spawn in my career from that point. But the biggest thing I'm going to say is the first guy to smarten me up in Memphis, Tennessee, and this is after I'd been there a month, 3 weeks to a month. The first guy to take me under his wing was JYD, Junkyard Fucking Dog, man. Second guy they paired me with, and he inadvertently took me under his wing, he didn't want to, was the Tennessee stud, Robert Fuller. Rob told me at that point, and it's so funny because Rob wasn't as gentle as the dog, but that's cool. Sometimes my thick head needs to hear that shit, you know what I mean? So Rob said to me, stop talking to those assholes from Chicago or wherever the fuck you're from. They're going to do nothing but bring you down. Don't smarten them up for free. They're not in our industry. I'm like, huh? He's like, they're not. Where have they been? What have they done? Are they on TV live every Saturday? Are they wrestling every night of the week down here? You have to understand and get over that and let go of those people. That's the past. And if you don't let go of those people, you're going to stay in the cesspool. Okay? Now, back to Sonny. Rob ran not in partnership. They ran some of the same towns. Robert Fuller, his father, Buddy Fuller, Buddy Welsh, and Jerry Jarrett and Nick Goulas, who were responsible for that Southern Territory. They would partner up in certain parts of certain states, like Alabama, for example. You could Google it out. Nick Goulas, Buddy Fuller, and Jerry Jarrett. Rob was actually pissed off because he was running in the Alabamas as a CWA. I think it was the Continental Wrestling Association, matter of fact. They were doing some good goddamn business, and they were a great territory, which closed and got absorbed by Jerry, okay? Jerry Jarrett. God bless Sonny, but Sonny and I were actually booked. Robert was going to push us as his version of the Rockers then, the rock and roll team then. Sonny and Rock and Randy, okay? Sonny didn't have what it took to leave home. He did tell me that he sent something to Robert Fuller, our tape, and he wants to hire us, but he told me he never heard back. And Rob said, you motherfuckers were supposed to start up for me, and you fucked up my fucking programming and my TV. You know what I mean? I don't fault Sonny, because Sonny is not an asshole, but Sonny's got horrible self-esteem issues, you see? So, that being said, that's where he smarted me up. He even said, the word outlaw is romantic. Outlaw is cool. These people, like whoever it was in Kentucky at the time, whoever it was that was running somewhere else, are outlaws. And in this, this instance, the word outlaw is fucking dirty. And see, this was before there was the term indie or independent wrestling. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They would sneak into a town or something and confuse the people. If USWA Wrestling came somewhere and you went to the moniker and saw Wrestling Saturday Night, people believed it was what they had on television, that it was us. Well, in some of these towns in Kentucky, Dale Mann would do that shit to try to sound like us. See what I'm saying? That's what the indies do. That's what the indies did. They have this thing where they think, oh, rats, working the people. People are marks. Wah, wah, wah. I was down there with guys that had been, like Robert Fuller. Okay, here's an example. Robert, and you can do the fucking history on this, any of you. And I love the fact that, what's his name? Dr. Death.
Steve Williams.
No.
No?
Dr. Death. The one that slapped the reporter.
Oh, crap.
David Schultz.
Thank you. We both brain farted on that.
Now, David Schultz was trained by Robert Fuller's uncle or great uncle in Alabama, in motherfucking Dyersburg. I'm sorry, Tennessee, in Dyersburg. And he said it on that fucking Dark Side of the Ring, that the Fuller family, the Fuller Welch family, are the fucking first family, the first people to take wrestling out of the motherfucking carnivals and fairs and put it into the arenas. This is coming from Robert Fuller, okay? I mean, it doesn't get any more legit when it comes down to wrestling and the contributions that family has put into our industry, which we all enjoy today, including Vince McMahon Jr., So, I had to change my thinking and distance myself from that stuff. If somebody wanted to step up to the level, that's cool. But Rob has seen people no-show from Chicago, and I was smartened up to the fact that people from Chicago are considered to not have any fucking heart and to be cocky motherfuckers. As a result of that, when I got there, I was treated like they were so fucking prejudiced against me when I walked in. The only reason they kept me, gave me a tryout in the first place, because they thought I was 260 pounds. It was a 3-day tryout. I show up. I end up getting over and staying 9 months. You know what I mean? From a 3-day tryout. There were rats, but you would never refer to them as a fucking rat to their fucking face. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys that have done a lot of sick things, but for the most part, it wasn't like that. These ladies, these women, for the most part, took care of us in a lot of fucking ways. I had great female friends in the Memphis end of the territory. The Memphis end of the territory sucked as far as accommodations go. There was one hotel to stay in. It was the Admiral Benbow, and it smelled like shit. You know what I mean? It was beat up. I'm sure it was torn down probably shortly after we used to stay there. So I used to have these wonderful female friends, 2 or 3 of them down there on the Memphis end, man. And when we worked the Memphis end of the territory, They would take such good care of us, Justin. They let us fucking sleep there. They'd fucking make sure they filled our bellies and gave us some of the best Southern cooking that serves my memory. Why would me or the guys refer to them as a fucking rat? You know what I mean? That negative connotation. You know?
Yeah.
Some were nurses. A lot were nurses. So I would get, not drugs, but I would get certain kind of, I would have an injury, like I got a herniated disc. I probably happened back when I was a kid down there. When it first happens, when you're young, you don't feel it as much, but they would pop my shit back in for me, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if we didn't have the money to drive, or just if we did have the money to drive, just to be with us and do us the favor of driving that 500 miles round trip that night, and then bring us to their fucking house, make us a fucking home-cooked meal, and let us stay there. You see what I'm saying? Why would I fuck that up when I'm going to see this girl every week for as long as I was down there? They were my friends. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was with most of the guys. Even your old timers, they didn't treat them like shit. There were guys that did later on in the grander, bigger stage. I would say most of that has to do with the narcissism and the ones that have even outed themselves as addicts and alcoholics. Here's an example. If it was so scummy and they were made to be ridiculed, laughed at, and used, why in the fuck is Marty Jannetty almost 60 years old? And look at the ladies that he has if you follow him on social media. He's known a lot of these women for a long fucking time. He's probably seeing or dating, I mean, you could probably track at least 5. But he's still friends with them, and he still dates them or sleeps with them or stays with them. If he treated them like shit, how could he get away with that? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? The Chicago version of that, and that's what all Chicago area promotions are spawned from, is spawned from that, that rats are shit. You know what I mean? That marks are to be worked.
Yeah, to be used and thrown away.
Just like the fans. Mm-hmm. I was taught not to use that fucking word. The word, when I heard the word mark in Chicago, they would call any fan that. Instead of looking out the locker room being grateful that there was a house, I'd say, look at all those fucking marks. And I always say to myself, I don't think that's a good way to treat your customers in my mind, you know what I mean? But I didn't say shit about shit. Well, I get down south, the people that were marks, they would call the fucking boys that were assholes. See what I'm saying? You know me how long? Have you ever heard me refer to the fans as marks?
No.
Who do I call a mark?
Plenty of our guys. Don't be a mark. Don't be an indie tard. Don't be this. I've never heard you refer to a fan as. Maybe fans who have turned around and talked shit about us, and while praising other promotions who honestly aren't even worthy of lacing our guys' boots.
Yeah, or these assholes that are so sick about it that I could do that, and then they go out and try to start something and then try to fuck with you in the process of starting their garbage. You know what I mean?
Randy's a bad trainer. He didn't know how to train me, man.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, you know. But that's what I'm talking about at the end of the day, and it all goes back to this speak out bullshit, and I'll speak the fuck out. Maybe someday, I don't know, I gotta balance this in my brain if I want to talk about the, specifically mention the names and stuff, but I promise you, all the area promotions are spawned from that thinking. Rats are just to be fucking used like fucking wiping your ass. And fans, your customer base, are fucking marks. You see what I'm saying? So, that's not the business. This is their version of it because they were jealous of the people that actually had groupies. Girls that were into them, that they were over with. Do you think that they would keep seeing us repeatedly? Me, for example, if I treated them like shit and called them a fucking rat?
No.
Even back then.
Self-respect for yourself.
And respect for them. You know what I mean? And that's what it was, you know? I appreciated that, dude. A lot of those ladies got me through some hard times, and the same fucking thing with a lot of big names in this industry. You know what I mean? A lot of hard times. A lot of horrible times. They got you through. Why am I going to fucking spit in their face and treat them like shit? Because they love my industry? They love what I do? fuck no. You know, have you seen Almost Famous?
No, it's one I haven't seen.
That's what you got to see. That's what you got to see. Because you can see in there where they called them Band-Aids, but they were basically groupies, the girls. Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell's daughter. What's her name? Kate
Hudson.
Kate Hudson. That was her first big part as a young gal, okay? They were very good to the bands. They were a necessary part of entertainment, as they probably still are. I'm slapping my knee, I know. The girls in the Mid-South were even more important to us and our industry as a whole. You know, Bill Dundee is probably still around this business and will be till he dies. I will guarantee you, there are women that he has been dating off and on and has had relationship with since he was in his 30s. And he's got to be 80 or almost, and he's still in touch with these people. They count on each other for different things. You see what I'm saying?
It was a relationship.
Exactly. So now, this shit has always been a cash cow. The indie promotions, if you couldn't sell tickets, you weren't booked. You know, you weren't booked. You had to sell tickets. And the other thing too about it is there was only one show a fucking month. There was always one show a month, but everybody would clamor to get on that fucking show because it's the only fucking show. You know what I mean? So here we are. We're paying an inflated training fee from somebody who really hasn't been anywhere or done anything. But to us, we believed all the bullshit. Oh, well, he was trained by Randy Savage. You know what I mean? During the Macho Man's peak.
Yeah.
We're going to go there and train. Couldn't be traced. You couldn't check it out. To wrestle, you had to sell tickets. You had to sell tickets or you weren't fucking booked. Pardon me. Then you had this other fucking thing, Dinner with the Stars, man. And you had to fucking sell, like, fucking huge, like, ads, man. Like, I want to say a couple $100 in ads, or you couldn't go to Dinner with the Stars to be part of the organization. This is something you had to do. You know what I mean? This fucking person, I know that they've done that scam where they slip on a hot dog at the Kmart cafeteria to get a settlement. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They're fucking doing what I told you with the single mom who's trying to fucking become a wrestler and couldn't afford the fucking training fee. And on top of the inflated training fee, if you're there or not, you pay $40 a month. I knew one guy that, this poor motherfucker, he ran a south suburban town where it was like 300 people come to see him once a year, okay? He would come for a week before to just take a few bumps. He wasn't athletic at all. But he would sell out that place, you know, which is, that's all fit, and you get the guy would get the building for free, take advantage of all of his local accesses, you know what I mean? They would basically use the piss out of this guy, but for that night, he looks like a star in his fucking hometown or home neighborhood. He would pay $40 a month every month for the whole year and use the gym once before that show. See what I'm saying? And that's where it all spawns from, you know? It spawns from that type of thinking, and these jagoffs don't know any better, and they don't want to hear any better. They don't want to rise above anything. So how much do you really love this shit and respect this shit? You know, they put on a face to you guys that, you know, as fans, this one face, but you should hear what the fuck they say behind your back, because I've heard it. I've been there when this thing started, before PPW started, before PPW started, in the inception of it. I got to pay attention to and relearn the climate, you know, the industry climate, the way these motherfuckers thought before I put together a talent roster, you know, and I was just like, wow, you know what I mean? Whew! You know, it fucks me up just to think about it or talk about it, and the fact that people would go there and patronize them, you know? Because I'm not lying. Then the other so there was another half. And this spawned the rest of the indie companies in Illinois when it became I've already said his name, Windy City. There were some people that couldn't cut it there. But those guys that couldn't cut it there, they didn't stop working there for the reasons I'm talking about. They stopped working there because they didn't have any athletic ability and they weren't fucking wrestlers. It would never, ever happen, and they knew that. So 3 or 4 of them at the same time took advantage of Sonny's kind heart And Sonny went ahead and started training some of these guys on the side, and before they had 10 matches, they were promoters.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Well, just the fact that some of them have been around for the last 10, 15 years, whatever the fuck it's been, today's fan doesn't know any better. Neither do these prospective wrestlers that want to learn how to train.
And that's where the predation comes in. What I was talking about before, it's not necessarily a sexual thing. It's taking advantage of a person's most innocent qualities. In this case, their naivety.
Well, there is some sexual things too. We're talking about these things that happen that are non-sex but power.
Right.
And the working stuff.
That's what it's all about, power and ego.
But one of these promotions, this motherfucker won't book the bitches until they sleep with him. You know? He told this one girl, he doesn't want them to just sleep with him. He wants them to be his girlfriend. They said, unless you be my girlfriend, I'm not going to give you the belt and I'm not going to train you or let you wrestle anymore. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
this is the truth.
And you know what? Don't say their names because I think now that all of this is starting to come out with this, what was the speak out is the hashtag?
Yeah, I think it's speak out.
Yeah, with this new speak out movement that's starting to stir in professional wrestling. If you're out there and you're somebody who's pulling this kind of shit and running your business this way, you will be found out. We don't have to name your name.
No.
My dad used to tell me that when he was growing up, my grandfather had a saying, I may not find out today, I may not find out tomorrow, but I will find out. And I think that's the good that's going to come out of this new movement.
Well, I'm going to go on record here right now, and you can mark this date. There was a girl that I trained, okay, that I was training, and I gave up. No, I didn't give up on her. She actually gave up on me. I'm a goofy bastard. I'm a funny bastard. I'm an inappropriate bastard, okay? But I never try to get in this person's pants. I never sexted this person. I never did anything. Dude, I did everything, but let's just say this. This bullshit came up because I told this girl who I had the high hopes in the world for. The first thing I told her before she started training is, do not fuck these guys if you want to get anywhere in the business. You know, that's me. That's direct. You know, otherwise I don't want to play that shit. I know how it goes. I don't want to be in this shit where she's dating the guy of the week stuff because it fucks your company up. You know what I mean? This isn't just a hobby for me. This isn't me showing off. You know what I mean? I'm trying to build something here. And then at the end of the day, I mean, you see all the tryouts and the interest in our talent and some of our talent.
And I know you're not getting your rocks off on this shit because I feel like sometimes if you could, you just want to cut your losses and not do it. But you know, like you said, you know, you see the future.
And I look at some of their dumb faces and
faces.
go, I can't walk away from that. And my kids up, my adult children, trying to set an example for them about not giving up.
Tenacity.
Yeah. So, the last thing that I told this girl was, okay, enough. You're the only girl in the locker room. From here on out, when you're not in the ring, you gotta wear if you're not in a match, you gotta wear basketball shorts or sweatpants because I can't have this shit. It's a distraction from business. Well, okay, whatever it takes, I'm sorry. Then the next morning when I woke up, I had a message saying I'm tired of being walked over, I don't know, some bullshit like that. And I was like, wow, okay, well, go with God. Just know that this bridge is burned and don't throw my name around as training you.
Didn't she start spreading a rumor that you called her a whore?
Yeah, I never said that. I had people here. That was what was so smart about it is I had people here, 2 witnesses here.
If Randy calls you a whore,
it's a guy.
It's in good nature.
Yeah, I usually call you guys whore.
If Randy doesn't call you any sort of name, especially a cruel, harsh name,
but
it means he doesn't like you.
But bro, that's not a. But listen though, that's with guys. Yeah. I don't call women that.
No. There's a line. You have lines.
You've known me a long time.
That's one reason, you know, guys like me and Vine and Chase and Nestor have stayed around for as long as we do because we know that you have respect.
Yeah, for human beings, period. But even, I can't even tell you the damage that my children's mother has done to me. I never fucking called her a whore. No matter how much she deserved that, I never did it. Because I didn't want my kids to see it. And that's something where you could kind of call the police on someone for that. So I watch myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah. My soon-to-be ex-wife and I, we used to call each other whore, but
as a joke.
We were on the same page that it was actually a term of endearment. We were just with each other.
Well, you two are the last two fucking whores. They didn't have sex till they got married. That's what makes it ironic and funny, you know what I mean? So, there was that kind of shit. I think some indie tard promoters or indie tards that are jealous of us, may try to prompt this person to come out against me, but I don't see anything really coming of it because this person also knows I have all the texts and DMs where there was never anything I did or said that was even remotely sexually fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And look at what happened to this girl after she left. She went to work for these tard promotions, one specifically. All of a sudden, she's got the biggest picture on the poster. The shorts have got her working shorts have gotten even shorter. She starts looking like she put on her makeup with a fucking paint roller.
Yeah.
And they're cashing in on it left and right. And honestly, she was always a talented in-ring worker, but I guarantee nobody's going to see her for her in-ring work. And now...
No, let me stop you. She was on her way to being a talented in-ring worker, and this is why we run every week. I said for the last 6 months, don't go out there and have the same fucking match. I went out of my way to teach this person 3 different things a week to utilize. But as soon as she got a little nervous, she'd go out there and have the same fucking match. See what I'm saying? So...
That's a good point.
That's what I do is I push people because if what you were doing, that same match that you were doing worked, why aren't you working for Vince right now? He don't want nobody that does the same fucking shit all the time. The only one that can get away with doing that shit is his old guys. You know what I mean? But yes, I would try to push her to do more than that, and I would say, I don't want you to be known for your fucking... for sex. I don't care about sex sells or the views. I want you to be a girl that I train that knows how to work. And right now, I mean, you're being trained like a guy. You know what I mean? Well, right now, Vince is lacking girls that work like the man. And the man kind of worked like a dude. Who do they have anymore that's believable? Hence, why the goddamn women's division is kind of struggling right now.
Yeah. But... these indie promotions now, where she works, they are more than happy to just exploit that sex sells mentality.
I didn't do that exploit, and I would say put your pants on because your new gear, you're in a locker room full of guys. They're going to look at a nice ass. Please. Yeah. I don't need that shit. That's where it starts.
Sorry, ladies, we can't help it.
Yeah, that's where it starts, So... I got personally invested in this person. I'd say the relationship was somewhere between a mentor, kind of fathering, but there was sometimes some flirting, but not in a flirt where like, hey baby, want to see a dick pic? More like a
playful,
but also just like chicks like for you to tell them when they look cute. I don't care. I make sure my daughters know that they look beautiful in something. I notice when they do something different with the makeup, with the hair, some new addition to the clothes, because girls like to hear that. And girls should hear that. You know what I'm saying?
But you weren't out there asking her if she was wearing underwear on a certain day.
No. What did I say? Okay, here's an example right now. Her breast popped out during a match. Remember that?
I remember that.
What did I say to do with that footage?
Burn it.
Fucking A, and I never saw it.
Yeah.
I never even looked at that shit. So, whatever is said, that's proof enough I didn't do shit to nobody. You know what I mean? And I don't think I was ever even alone with that person. Because I always had her mother around or our kid. At the end of the day, though, it's not personal. It is because it hurts at an emotional investment, but it's a waste of talent. That's the problem. It's a waste of fucking talent.
Yeah, and that's what makes me nuts. And now and the fans buy it too. There was a again, I'm not going to name names, but there was a comment left on a video. I'm not going to say whose video, but basically it said, oh, you should come and see, this girl that we were just talking about work at this company. You'll learn about the real wrestling world and not what PPW thinks it is. So this girl's out there now, actually not only believing for herself that where she is now is the quote-unquote real wrestling world, but now the fans who follow her because they believe that she is a fully legitimate professional wrestler, they're buying into it too, and they're eating out of her hands. And they're getting all the wrong information.
See, here's something that people should know about, and the guys that work for us on our roster know this. I keep in touch with WWE's head of talent relations if I think you're worth the shit. I plant seeds, knowing full well, could be 2 years, could be 5 years, but when the time's right, if you last that long, you've got something special, they'll take a look at it.
Mm-hmm. And they've contacted you, asking, do you have such and such?
Yeah, but I told this person, I told WWE, got this girl, she's 18 years old, blah, 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 blah. All he said is good fucking luck. 18-year-old women, too much drama, And
look what happened.
Then when she turned 19, I said, okay, this girl I was telling you about, you were fucking right. He never hits me back with giant LOLs and emojis, and that's when he did with tears coming out of the eyes and LOLs. I told you, So this person has already fucked themselves, and I didn't do that to fuck them. I do that to protect my industry.
Yeah. And, a few weeks ago, there were some, shall we call them not safe for work photos of this person that went around online. I think they got deleted. But still,
it broke my heart because what it was I was very sad to see it because what it is that these fucking videos, pictures, were the beginning of being a fucking cam girl, man, and that means, well, I'm not showing my vagina or my nipples, but everything else they show and they get paid for it, which sucks. And I'm telling you right now, ladies, if you want to wrestle, if you're wrestling now, you can't fucking feed into this shit because you'll never be taken seriously. You just won't. It's a different industry today,
Yeah. Do you think that WWE I'm sure people listen to this and say, well, WWE, they used to exploit women and blah blah blah, and the Attitude Era and the Divas. But it's like, do you think WWE wants to be associated with someone who is, let's just say what it is, a porn star? You don't have to be having sex on camera to be a porn star.
Where are the girls that you knew then? Like Diva, what's that show with the divas?
Total Divas.
Total Divas. The girls that were known for getting around, where are they now?
Yeah.
Now a gal from Chicago, Scarlett
Bordeaux.
Now, I don't know her on a personal level, and a lot of that reason is, when I ran into her at a couple of places, right? Ring of Honor, I think.
I think she worked for ROH for a time.
And AAW ran into, right? But see, because I watch all these fucking guys behind the scenes and in the locker room fuck with a girl like that, the last thing I'll do is go up and try to befriend her because you're just like everybody else, just trying to get in her pants or see a boob when she's not looking, or, you know what I mean, ogle her. I got daughters, so I always noticed she was a beautiful woman, and she has a sexiness about her. And I'm not talking XXX porn sexy. There's some ladies like, what's that girl's name that always plays Sandler's wife in Grown Ups? Selma Hayek. Mm-hmm. She's sexy as all hell. But
there's a class about it.
I don't think there's anything in there where you could Google Selma Hayek's vagina or Selma Hayek's tits and come up with anything, right? But goddamn, Jessica Rabbit, the cartoon, that's fucking sexy. You know what I mean? So, see what I'm saying? Yeah, the difference between the sexy. She has a certain sex appeal about her, like, I don't know, back in the day it was Connie Stevens. Back in the day it was Farrah Fawcett. You know what I mean?
Raquel Welch.
Oh my God bless her. And Margaret. There's a sex appeal but it's not a dirty thing where I'm home jerking off thinking about its sex appeal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Scarlett has that undeniable, and I've heard a handful of things about her, but at the end of the day, I don't think the way I saw her handle herself, and she wasn't unapproachable or a bitch at all, but she had a little shield around her. She protected her image. Well, look at, dude, when you watch her with whatever the thing is, I've only seen it once with her, and I think that's her shoe boyfriend. It's fucking good. That's what she brings to the table. But she wasn't a whore that I know of.
You know, she recently signed a developmental deal, right? With NXT?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw her come out with, that's her shoot boyfriend. And the idea, the gimmick is a good idea. They're good together, you know? So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, believe what I'm telling you. Look at the current culture, the current climate. You know what I mean? Half those chicks when the Total Divas was a hit show are off the roster now, the ones that were dirtbags and drama queens.
Yeah.
You know, it's a business.
Yeah, and it's not only the business, but the fans have kind of moved past that whole idea of, oh, we need actresses and models.
Sex sells, you
yeah.
know?
Obviously, there is an appeal about watching two beautiful women beat the crap out of each other.
And let's go back to this now that we're talking about that. What was the knockouts? The knockouts incepted from this. Dutch Mantel to Randy. Randy, what do you think of beautiful women, good-looking women, that can actually wrestle? And are there enough out there to where we could start a division? And then we sat down with the notebook for 3 weeks and figured that shit out. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We didn't want to sell it as what they wanted to call the company, Russo's bullshit, Sports Extreme.
Sports Entertainment Extreme,
Sex.
SEX.
We didn't want to do that. We wanted beautiful women that could wrestle. And that drew. And actually it drew. Look at WrestleMania 2 2019 when it was the main event was the three girls in the triple threat.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. The business has evolved, you know? And that's what I wanted for this girl. But hey, fuck it. I mean, you made your bet, and I don't have to, and I don't have the energy to mend that fence and work with the person again. I just don't, you know?
No, it's going to be, and I don't think there's ever going to be a desire because I think...
No, I don't have a desire.
I don't think there's going to be one on her end either, because I think what she's really after at this point, just given
attention,
her...
yeah.
I don't want to use the word evolution because
it's
she
attention.
hasn't evolved. It's an attention grab.
Well, I'm the idiot too, because the whole time, I mean, I saw what I wanted to see, I heard what I wanted to hear, benefit of the doubt, because I'm the mark, actually, when it comes to chicks, because I got daughters. You know what I mean?
There's almost a...
so shame on me, you know?
There's almost a like a quality about you where you feel like you have to take them under your shoulder. Or under your wing, you know?
Yeah, I have Father's Day cards from that girl thanking me for being there when her real dad couldn't be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably threw them out. But anyway, so back to this. I mean, let's get back to our stuff. But at the end of the day, with what you heard, would you surmise what I'm saying, all the stuff that we've said, and how it pertains to speaking out, and how all, you know, I hope these indies end up eating themselves, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I think you even put on Facebook, let them eat each other.
Yeah.
Let them eat each other.
So surmise, what have we learned today, Justin?
So, what the whole summary of what we've been talking about today is really a continuation of what we were talking about a few months ago. And that is predators in pro wrestling. The only difference with today's conversation is we jumped from the dirty, almost the dirty, whatever you want to call it, aspect of it, to more feeding the ego, more so the narcissism.
And how it's all the same. It's just a different violation, like, you know.
Yeah, and how it's preying on, like I said a couple of times before, a person's most innocent qualities.
And not to mention their fucking hope and dream.
Yeah, mainly their naivety, and a lot of you listening have, you know of the video that went around, I guess a now former worker from southern Wisconsin, and I don't know if it was her brother or boyfriend or whoever it was, but they made an hour-long, it was originally a live video where the promoter that they were calling out actually chimed in a couple of times, But
he shares a brain with the other three that were mentioned. They're all spawned from the same area. He looked down and saw what was going on in Chicago and replicated that shit. You know. Now I want to say that I just want people to understand when they're going to give indie wrestling a try. If that's how your shit is run, how good is the fucking card gonna be? Even if there are individuals on there that aren't dirtbags, why do they still perform for these dirtbags?
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? And how good can it be if that's your fucking business model?
The main event shouldn't be the person who sold the most tickets. The main event belongs
or
to the person. Or
the 50-year-old guy that should have hung it up 10 years ago that has nothing to contribute and should be behind the scenes like me.
Yeah, I didn't.
I mean, you saw me last Saturday taking ring gear. Someone had to fucking do it. Can't have that shit on the camera.
Uh-huh.
There's no fucking way these egomaniacs would do that.
Yeah, no. I think they would rather, have a... They would rather, pull a fan backstage who wants to be a part of the show and go, hey, you want to be a part of the show? You can collect the ring gear.
You want to know the
I'll let you hang out with the boys for 10 minutes afterward.
For $50. No, I'm serious. I'm not lying to you.
I'm laughing because, when something is so frustrating, sometimes you just have to laugh about it.
Yeah. No, I know a guy that does that. Well, yeah, you can manage him. Here's what we'll do. For $75, you can walk out with him when he steps through the door or whatever the fuck. I know this. I'm not going to say who, but somebody that comes to has been to our shit, this person paid that to walk out with somebody.
Jesus.
They never got in the locker room, but they paid that to walk out with them.
Also, they could temporarily live out a dream. And that's the other innocent thing. People who have these dreams of just wanting to be a part of something and then just getting taken for a ride. And a lot of them, they invite it right in.
Well,
because
a lot
I
of
think
them
a lot
are
of them
happy
know
with that because they feel like
Yeah.
they'll have some sort of glory day to talk about. Now, I'm not saying it from the ego standpoint, but I'm saying it from a business standpoint. This is an industry. Not everybody can do it, and most shouldn't even fucking try or be anywhere near it.
Yeah, and
you got to earn my respect just like I had to earn everybody's respect in the industry.
Yeah, and most of the fans who want to be involved in some way, those are the ones they're taking advantage of, and full advantage of. And,
oh man!
And off of this, and I'm someone who believes that you should take everything that you hear when it's secondhand information with a grain of salt. Yeah. Don't automatically pick sides just based on what you hear. But I pulled a few quotes from this video that really resonated with me. The first one is, people can be loud about social injustice, but not when it comes to wrestling. And I think
what is that supposed to mean?
People, like, for example, in the climate right now, you have Black Lives Matter, things like that. People will applaud you for that, but then all of a sudden you're a villain for coming out and speaking out against someone who's manipulated their way in the pro wrestling business.
Yeah, okay.
And that's, but again, that most of them are fans who have been duped into believing that this person who's promoting these shows. So
what are you saying, that this is about shaming the victim? That statement?
Almost, yeah. I think that's what it is.
No, okay. Okay. I think I get it. What was it again? Say it again.
What she said was, I can be loud about social injustice, but not when it comes to wrestling.
See, exactly. You know why? That was in a self-defense. She was defending herself, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. Because wrestling isn't supposed to be dirtbags.
Yeah.
You understand? Robert Fowler, all those guys, they had crazy stories. They've done crazy shit. We've all done crazy shit. But you're not supposed to be a fucking dirtbag.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a good fun, and it's based upon your age, I did as much crazy shit outside of wrestling as I have done around wrestling. And not in a bad way, but I mean fun, crazy, young guy shit,
Yeah. Another one that stood out to me was how these promoters make the people that they're training believe that where they are is the be-all and end-all.
See, that's very sad, and that's how it happens. That's what they do. I don't tell my guys, I tell my guys this. The only reason to work is to learn something, or if you can get some insane money. And nobody pays insane money anymore.
No.
There was a time where people would pay me $200 to go 200 miles, to have a good match in their main event. That doesn't happen anymore because they don't care.
And there's now with this conversation going on, there's been more exposure about the hits that go out in professional wrestling, and it's not a lie.
Let's talk about that for a second. Fuck this noise. I'm just gonna say it. This fucking person calls themselves the Thumper, okay? I'll guarantee this motherfucker doesn't even know Bafangul or goddamn Manjula fucking Minkya, okay? What I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? He's Italian. Fuck, I can't even remember the real name of this motherfucker. But I like other Italians, okay? I'm not 100%. But I loved my Italian side of the family. I love both sides of my family, but I've always been fascinated with the Italian side of my family and their traditions. You know what I mean? This motherfucker don't have dick for tradition. So calling yourself the fucking Thumper, it's all bullshit. Frankie the Thumper was a character from Paradise Alley with Sylvester Stallone. Good fucking movie. I told you to watch it years ago. You still haven't watched it. But you know
That's the wrestling one, right?
It's a fucking good movie, man. Terry Funk was in it. I think Terry was Frankie the Thumper. But anyway, this motherfucker, he ain't no fucking mafiosa. He's never been no fucking he ain't been in no mafia. This motherfucker's a pussy. I can make him piss his pants by glaring at him, you know? And this motherfucker's twice my size. I can make this motherfucker piss his... oh my God! I remember this guy was fucking starting to work stiff on me, so I fired back once coming back from Memphis when I learned some shit. Thought I was still that green kid, wanted me to put me over on his fucking cart. And I fucking gave him a couple of shots in the spot to fucking get him to relax. He fucking started crying. He started crying. No bullshit. So, the Thumper and hits. You know, Jimmy Blaze, you bitch. You fucking bitch, whore, cunt. This is where they get this shit from. There were policemen in the business of the day. I worked with some of these policemen, you know. One of the renowned policemen was fucking Bob Orton Jr., Randy Orton's father, okay? He would take care of an asshole inside the ring or outside the ring. If it was inside the ring, he would jerk your elbow a little too fucking far. He would separate your shoulder. Outside the ring, God fucking help you. But he wouldn't risk and have a shitty match or kill off a show, because shoot fighting during a wrestling match looks like shit and it never gets over, okay? That was a policeman. You motherfucking faggots haven't been anywhere. What background do you have in goddamn shooting? In fucking wrestling? In fucking boxing? For that matter, fucking street fights? I'll bet you motherfuckers have never been in a fight in your life, and if you did, you got hit once and balled up like a couple of fucking whores. But anyway, see how I used the word whore? Mm-hmm. This is appropriate. This is when you use the word whore. Against a fucking couple of wannabes. This guy, Jimmy Blaze, tried that shit with a kid that started training there, looked at his stuff and said, hey man, I went to Premier Pro Wrestling and wow, it's like night and day. I think I'd like to train there. Well then, I had him booked against another indie asshole's a legend in his own mind, and Jimmy Blaze called that guy and tried to get him to hurt this kid. This kid is a 275 pounder. He was a fucking very good football player, and he also played minor league ball. But guess what he does for a living? He works with special needs kids. What does that tell you about his motherfucking heart? Mm-hmm. You know? But, you're going to send somebody to hurt him? You little homo. You could have beat up my 17-year-old daughter that has a goddamn heart condition. You're going to put a hit out. I'll show you a hit. Get in my face. Put a hit on me. Watch what happens. You know? Watch what happens. I'm sorry I'm acting like I'm acting right now. But that pisses me off. Because that's what they do. If they go wrestle somewhere else, they try to... It's in their mind. It's a total fantasy. A total fantasy. Mm-hmm. You know? I've always got a baseball bat with an arm's reach and a pretty sharp goddamn knife with an arm's reach as well. If I can't handle it with just my hands at this age. You know?
And you know what? Some of these pricks, they got to be called out. They got to be called out.
Well, they have to be called out. Because that's ridiculous. This poor girl, in her mind, actually thinks that someone's going to put a hit on her. I'll tell you what happened. Fatty McGee from Milwaukee called somebody she was going to work with on another show and said, oh, would you please hurt her for me? Thanks, baby. Thanks, honey. Fuck you. Nobody does that. They never did that in the industry. They never did that in the real wrestling industry. This is not the wrestling industry.
Yeah, no. This is a sick fantasy of two guys who saw Goodfellas.
Two pussies, two.
They're two pussies. Specific guys.
There's more out there. Right now. I'll fight Jimmy Blaze and Frank the Falco at the same time. I'll fight both of you at the same time. Come to Woodstock, let's fight.
It's out there. It's out there now.
Jimmy Blaze, Frank DeFalco, you put it on some people, come fight me. Both of you at the same time, I'll fight you. No weapons.
You know, you can watch Goodfellas over and over and over. Lord knows I have. I love that movie. But you're not in the fucking mob.
No, you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle a day in the mob.
You know what's funny is the first time I saw Goodfellas, you know, it's a long movie, and I'm sitting there watching it intently, and at the end, I didn't realize I was talking kind of like one of those guys, and my fiance at the time.
Oh, it's catchy.
She called me out. She's like, "You gonna talk like it? Talk like what?" She's like, "You're talking like Pesci." I didn't realize.
That's what it does. Even my 17-year-old daughter gets cranked up. All I'm saying is those guys are so far removed from tough guys. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I know from the inside out because I've stood up to both of them and watched them cower.
Yeah. And the bottom line, and now I'm going to get fired up because this is the point that I want to drive home.
I'm very angry about that, you know? I'm very angry about that. The girl you're talking about is a sweet person, okay? It didn't work out with us because she came down here with them in their head saying they were intimidated. They didn't even want her to work for us the time or two that she did, you know?
Yeah.
But I like the girl.
She got mind fucked.
Yeah. I as a human being, she's a decent human being. And she's cute, and she has some attributes. I never was inappropriate with her. Anything like that, Justin. You know, and she was a kid. She was underage, dude. She was underage. You know?
Professional wrestling. The wrestling business shouldn't be like this.
It's not.
It was said in the video by the guy in the video, and this is the quote that rings the most true with me. Didn't we get into wrestling because we love it? Why are these assholes making it so hard for people? Nobody gets into maybe 0.0001% of people who get into pro wrestling do it for another reason other than love of the business. But the vast majority of us, workers and non-workers like myself alike, we got into this because we love it, because we have a passion, because we were fans first, and it just pisses me the hell off that there's people out there who are exploiting that and driving it out of people.
Here's what
and killing their love for the business.
No, that kills me. I mean, you saw me go off. I'm sorry I went so fucking insane. I don't know.
Happens.
Was I that over the top?
No. I mean,
if I said anything in that could be taken as offensive or homophobic, I don't mean it like that. But whatever. I said what I said.
For the record, his use of the word faggot is not meant to be homophobic.
I said that, didn't I? Oh, well, who cares?
You were fired up.
Yeah. I don't care. I said what I said. I'm not homophobic, and I know it. So, back to this. What bothers me is the fans. The fans should know this stuff before they invest in that crap.
Yeah.
You know? This is why people will eventually figure it out, and that's why I dislike them, and they're so bad and will never have anything but Vince in the country, is because the people, by the time they figure this out, are done and think all of independent wrestling is handled like that, and it's not.
No.
It's not.
Indie wrestling is. Independent professional wrestling is not.
We don't run like that. We don't run like that.
No. And we've said it before. We've said it so many times before. Our roster is comprised of people who want to be there. And if they decide to leave, they do it on their own free will.
Exactly.
Either they decide they're not cut out for the business, which is not a shot against them. No. A lot of people aren't.
No, and that's the thing. Like you said before, I've seen a lot of people love it, get into it, and go, "It's not what I thought," and quit. That's fine. Respect that person. You know what I mean? Respect that person.
Exactly. You know, and even in 2020, when the internet is more powerful than ever, people have more access to information than ever, more ability to peek behind the curtain, they don't even understand barely a scratch of the surface what it takes to exist in this business, especially as a worker.
Honey, if you hear this, where you think that this person that gave you that information, it's not what PPW thinks it is. If you should hear what this person has said behind your back. I'm not going to share it direct, but this person has judged your image your appearance quite harshly.
Ooh,
and
mine?
I told the girl that made that statement to you.
Oh, gotcha.
If you only knew what she really thought of you, you're being worked, and you're being worked by a mentality that the girl that quit wrestling for us and went to work there, she learned somewhere else. Trust me, she learned where she's at.
Yeah,
you know,
it's oh god, it's not. It shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be like this.
No, it's not, and that's why we're going to stick around, because at the end of the day, the cream is going to rise to the top.
Yeah, and it will.
Yeah, it is.
And another thing about this real wrestling world crap. How many WWE tryouts has this other company gotten for its talent? Because the last time I checked, PPW has sent 6 people in the last 8 years for WWE tryouts, and guess what? 4 more are on the radar and probably going to be sent down in the near future.
And one is still on the roster.
When they open up for business again.
And one is still on the roster. Mm-hmm. You know, I got him hired, and I got him his tryout.
Yeah, but yeah, let's talk about how the wrestling world isn't what PPW or Randy Ritchie thinks it is.
Yep.
It's just stupid indie mentality.
But anyway, God bless. I just hope people try to consider this stuff before they invest their money in any of it.
Yeah.
I can count on one finger, outside of us, another area company that I would invest my money in, based upon the fact that the owners aren't scumbags. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
one finger.
Yeah, and I think we've mentioned them before and how they're friends of ours.
Yeah.
And they prove themselves.
This guy's paid dues if more fans knew the dues that this guy's paid since he broke in to the industry like 18 or 19. Oh my God, God bless him. You would fucking pay twice as much for tickets to their shit. He worked his ass off.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's wrap up on a happier note.
But those are the people. If you're a fan, I am begging you. Do your research into these companies before buying into what they're trying to sell you. Are they trying to entertain
and what you're supporting? I mean, at the end of the day, and it's sad to say it, you don't know it. People don't know it because they don't know behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, investing in them is a kind of a way to enable this fucking behavior too.
Yeah. So ask yourselves, as a fan, is this place investing in me, in trying to entertain me, or are they insulting my intelligence?
And a lot of them just work to cater to each other in the back, not you.
And a lot of them will schmooze you. They will sweet talk you. Yeah, we say how grateful we are to you guys.
It's manipulate.
Yeah, we say how grateful you are to you guys, but you know what? We are. This company would be nothing if you weren't here. So many promoters, especially in this area, they don't have that mentality. They think like, oh, this company wouldn't be here if I weren't here. It's all about the fans. So
okay, let's do this right now. Let's close on this. When I'm done with this, we shut the fuck up, end this thing.
Go for it.
Saturday night, we had a little bigger crowd because people are starting to get more confident about the corona fears, okay? We had a little bigger crowd. Now, the guys have to adjust from working 3 months, 4 months without a crowd, okay? Here's how important you guys are to me, us. What was I flipping shit about Saturday night? I flipped shit. What was I flipping shit about?
You tell me. There were a couple things.
The first and the most important thing, and the only real stem of the fucking thing, was the fact that the guys were adjusting and they didn't have any energy or connection with our fans.
Yep.
I flipped shit. Mm-hmm. Then after that, we had some technical difficulties. I'm like, not fucking now. These people paid to see PPW, and we're going to fucking be that shit. And at the end of the night, everybody left happy. But I worked my ass off personally, running back and forth like a fucking idiot, because there definitely wasn't a connection between what was going on in the ring and our fans for a half a match to a match or so. Mm-hmm. Am I lying?
No.
Do you think that's the only thing my stress stemmed from?
Yeah. But the reason we're telling you guys this is because we don't want to insult your intelligence. And you know what? The people who were there, they're going to be back.
Exactly. That's my goal. I want you to get your money's worth out of the podcast, out of the pivot share, out of the YouTube, out of the T-shirt, out of the live event, and I'll do whatever it takes, to try to ensure that happens.
Yeah, and I've heard indie tards in the area talk shit about us and say like, oh, they only pull in like 10 people. How are those 10 fans? One word: loyal.
Well, it's not even just that. We pulled in whatever we pulled in the other night, but it has nothing to do with nothing. We're the only ones running.
Yeah.
And by the end of this year, we're the only place in this area that would even think about running every week.
Yeah.
How many fans did they draw last week? When's the last time you were in the ring? Think about how awful these guys are going to be when they reopen up another month, 2 or 3 even.
I was actually thinking about if I didn't have to put money into these other promotions, I would just love to be a fly on the wall and just see how much they shit the bed when they get back in a ring.
You wouldn't. You would think that, but I can guarantee you I get zero satisfaction from it. I won't watch it, and that's another reason I block it out, is because some things will make you stupider. It'll make you more dumb.
He's less vindictive than I am.
I'm trying. You know what I mean? I'm trying, But, our priority is the customer, man.
Yeah.
And nobody works harder than nobody in the area works harder than our laziest guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, God, yeah. So, thank you guys for hanging on. It was a long podcast this week, but these are things they got to be talked about. The curtain has to be pulled back on these things, but why don't we end on a high note with what's coming up on Saturday, which is thanks in huge part to you guys for your continued support, not just here on Patreon, but just our fans in general. We got PPW 300 coming up on Saturday, and I've been around long enough. I remember there was a time we didn't know if we were going to make it to 40. We didn't know if we were going to make it to 100. Oh. Now we're here. On the horizon is 300 this Saturday, and it's because you guys believed in us. It's because, we work hard. Our roster works hard.
Yep.
But we got nothing if we don't have fans to share the craft with.
Exactly.
And so for that, we are grateful. Isn't the word, because grateful doesn't cover it.
No, it doesn't.
We owe you guys so much, and that's a big part of the reason we keep trying to bring you more and more content, to bring you exclusive content, to reward you for your belief.
And you want to talk about leaving on a high note, next week when we talk here, we're going to have a new World Heavyweight Champion.
We are. And the promo actually came out. It actually went on Facebook as we were recording this, but in case anybody needs a little bit of a backstory, you can watch the promo on Facebook.
Watch the promo. Don't even give them the backstory.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. This thing's gone on for an hour and 40 minutes.
Watch the promo, though, too.
Yeah, watch the promo on Facebook. We'll explain why we're doing what we're doing on Saturday. It's a one-night tournament, and at the end, well, first we need to say the PPW World Heavyweight Championship has been vacated, but at the end of Saturday night, the last man standing at the end of this one-night tournament will be the new title holder, will be the new top dog in PPW, and it's anybody's ball game.
So we'll talk to you guys next week with some good news.
Absolutely, and thank you guys again for hanging on. Thank you for your support and your belief, and it's to the point now where I almost don't want to call you fans. I want to call you believers, because we know that's what you are, and we are very, very